And we're back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, and this is going to be my Cody review. And 4G and Dirt to Dive is on Skype with me right now. What's up, 4G?
Hey, what's going on, Mobile? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. He is really cool, don't you agree?
I couldn't be more excited. It's a pretty awesome character.
And you have a 7-star Cody, and you also have a full roster of the clones. I watched some footage, and he just looks like a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, he's an absolute just blast to play, especially once you get his abilities up past, I'd say about 5 particularly.
Well, let's take a look at the maxed out Gear 10 stats on swgoh.gg, and we're just going to go over his abilities, and then we'll show some gameplay of him. And the gameplay is really cool, especially that 212th attack. My goodness, so much fun. Cody is a clone attacker that stuns and calls tons of assists, and his basic attack is called Alpha Strike. Deal physical damage to target enemy and gain 20% turn meter. Gain additional 20% turn meter if that enemy has 50% health, and additional 20% turn meter if that enemy has less than 50% turn meter. So there's a chance to gain an additional 60%. Have you seen that trigger a lot?
Yeah, I have, and it's something that you have to think about particularly when your mass driver cannon and your 212th attack are on cooldown. You have to think about, okay, now who do I need to hit with the Alpha Strike? I need to look for somebody with high health, low turn meter, so I can max out my turn meter and keep my turns rolling around, which is actually kind of fun, in my opinion.
And what I saw with that Alpha Strike here in this footage right here is that Echo is coming in quite a bit.
Yeah, Echo's unique, his follow-up. You get the turn meter gain with Cody, you do a little bit of damage, and then most of the time Echo comes in and takes a shot at him.
And then his second ability is the AT-TE Mass Driver Cannon, which has a 5-turn cooldown, which is kind of high. Deals special damage to target enemy and has 35% less damage to all other enemies. If this attack scores at least 2 critical hits, stun the primary target for 1 turn. How effective are you finding that to be?
With the level that I have it at right now, which is just level 6, it's been fun. It's cool as an AoE damage, and you obviously want to find somebody and target somebody that you want stunned and hope you get more than 2 critical hits. It's been pretty effective. It's been cool. It's been nice having one more AoE effect with my clone team.
Right, and I saw the damage in the footage. It doesn't look as strong as Anakin's splash damage, but it does look very strong.
Right, it is. It is. Now, I don't have Cody as modded up as I would like. It would be interesting to see what happens once the mods are maxed out on him.
Now, this is the ability that makes Cody the most fun hero I've seen in a long time, is the 212th attack, which has an 8-turn cooldown. Call all clone allies and 1 random ally to assist. These assists deal 40% less damage. Each time an assist scores a critical hit, reduce the cooldown of this ability by 1. This is nuts. This is bonkers. This is probably the coolest thing I've seen in the game. Tell me what you think of this. It's awesome, right?
I can't even keep a straight face. It's insane, is all I can say is insane. You know, I run an entire clone team with him, and so everybody attacks. At least 2 or 3 are going to get a critical hit. Based on that, Echo is going to not only attack once, but use his follow-up on top of it all. So you're doing just that many more attacks.
What are you seeing the cooldown actually be? It says 8, but how many critical hits are you getting usually?
You know, I'm seeing the cooldown usually around 3 to 4. What I'm unsure about right now is if Echo's follow-up has any additive to that. So if his follow-up crits, does it reduce it by 1 more? I don't know yet. I'm still kind of experimenting with it. But so far, it's probably the sickest, most devious attack in the game I've seen so far.
Yeah, I could see this going berserk where all of them have the crit mods, scoring tons of crits. You know, this could happen every other turn.
Oh, absolutely.
It's crazy.
Absolutely.
Now, you are using Cody as a leader, Ghost Company commander. Clone allies gain 25% crit chance, and all other allies gain half that amount. Cody gains 20% defense for each living clone. And you were saying that was the big deal about this, is that he gets huge amounts of defense.
Yeah, I mean, he gets huge amounts of defense, but something else you have to consider, look at that 212th attack. Its cooldown is based on how many assists get crits. clone allies get 25% critical chance, you're just further boosting your ability to get back to that 212th attack.
It's really cool. I love this footage that we're watching here of that. It just looks so much fun. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Probably the coolest thing I've seen this game so far. I mean, it definitely looks crazy good. Now, he is kind of expensive to upgrade to get him fully maxed out to gear 10. Takes 740 purples, which is very high, and then also 4 raid gears, which is also on the high side. So it will take some time to get him fully maxed out. Let's just talk about where he's useful in the game. Do you think he's going to be useful in the squad arena?
You know, I don't know yet. I haven't seen him yet in the arena, and I really just don't know. I think if somebody has an insane clone team, we might see 1 or 2 here and there. He's still relatively new, so I don't think that many people have him completely maxed out with Omegas, etc. So I'm not 100% sure if we'll see him in the arena yet or not.
Where are you using him in the game right now?
Well, I've been having a ton of fun experimenting with him in Galactic War. Normally I would throw in my droid team and just kind of mow through the first half of it before I started getting to my really good tunes to throw into the Galactic War. But now I've been throwing the clones in because it's just that much fun. It really is fun to just melt somebody with his 212th attack.
So Cody is a farmable hero. You can get him in the arena shipments. Now, you definitely got him a little bit faster than everybody else because you got him out of the rhodium packs. Is that correct?
Yeah, I opened up a couple of rhodium packs and had some really good luck with that. He was pretty common, and I got some bonuses off of it. Really, all I did to get him was just in the arena shipments.
So you've got a full clone team right now, and it looks like all of them are more or less farmable except for Echo. How essential is Echo in this clone team?
I think he could easily be left aside, but I think it's a horrible idea because Echo's follow-up is insane, particularly when you have all of those clones going in at once with Cody's attack. Number 2 is he's got his EMP grenade, which is a debuff on the entire opposing team. So I think Echo is essential to having a clone team.
So are you happy with your clone team?
I am for now. Every last one of them requires the Mark V furnace, so those are pretty hard to come by, it seems like. I think once I get them all to at least gear 10, all of them completely modded out, I probably run them through the arena just to see how they do.
So we're going to see how dominant these clones can be. I know I'm waiting to hear from you on how well he does on the next raid that's coming out, the AAT tank raid. That'll be a real test right there, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to see some definite use with clone as they pertain to the new droid raid that's coming out. So I'm interested to see what kind of synergies they can produce against the new raid.
And if you were going to start farming one clone first, what would be the first clone that you would farm?
If you put all cost aside and where you farm them from, I would say Rex. I think Rex is essential. If you're going to do anything clone, you ought to start with Rex because Rex is useful anywhere in the game.
Yeah, and then from there you could even move to 5s after Rex, I would say.
Yeah, 5s is huge and a lot easier to farm.
And thank you so much, Trey, for coming on. I'm really excited about clones. I just can't believe this footage. It looks amazing.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. It's been a lot of fun. I hope everybody decides to go and farm Cody. It is a pleasant surprise.
Absolutely. And right here in the middle of the screen, there is a link to all of my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes videos. There's also a video here with Trey about Grievous. If you click the link right here, you'll see his review of Grievous. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.